Sena so far enamasiko wo ni say
yo nyedi ka no mena was na mena mpanyfo a mo studio nyina asi na ba bia obi eche yo ma fudi kesi ezu nyina Maka is that once you have qualified from the group stages as a plus na me sure say target ya mo ma coach na omo kononti was in the target that players ni nyina so na say from group stages with the tough opponents now I don't think it's bad just that so person ko enim na oni teams akese team ball now person oh yeah say yeah never be account you can look for the positives no why improve on the positive na negatives one so have your choir of so block zanema now a game against Panama choir of so approach game na wedding very very tough so far both possession the MC country be anywhere yet more league no but Agyemang one because you koni na no me no yen interview na am ka just say in the ball possession wise country is now dominate here. Says that it will be very difficult for some of the teams maybe to beat us. Until you started from Panama, very very difficult. One of the difficult games here. Say Iyabono no, on the 90th minute goal, which I think is a local tournament. The first game, na jutri wumbo ho pokakra, na ayimsisi, na panic wumbo kakra. It is a which win kamo, ana easy tension kakra every team so until. With that win, no, maybe in football, a friend ugly win, said the piano face win. Your second game, when you're England game, no, and I'm sure a game in James, no, it's not possible. Say England, a bit me, I say, nah, their best result will be draw. So, come on Facebook and I'm Instagram page, I'm the matron or hobby for 6 days before the game, look, after what I saw against the England national team, no, they are a team, they want you to open up. Then they hit you with penetration passes through the middle because they have some 3 finest players. If you allow the middle for them, they will finish you. Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, and Hurricane with the link up of those 3 players, you know, and they look dangerous. Into Omoko middle, Sana and Fa, they go on the flanks with 1v1. And if you are able to contain them on the flanks with 1v1. And able to contain them on set pieces, England team no, a dangerous game. And with them, and with the approach of how our coach has made block and low block, say the ACA compact against England, they won't be able to put the ball in our net. Then it came to Croatia. Croatia, now it needs to be approached differently because with the kind of midfielders, Jude Bellingham, they can run too much and can search for it and come back. Until with Croatia, now I think we need to go with intensity. Near Panama for the year, in as much as they won against Panama, but the intensity of Panama, they were able to create more than 15 chances. You know, until with Luka Modric and Kovacic, if you don't go with intensity. Now, Felice, you obey passive, will not necessarily obey Jamos or Mono now. You cannot play with them because they are best passers of the ball. And look, I cover especially. He can carry the ball and drive the ball for. And make sure a team, your first selection. For me personally, I think say with the 3 metro through now you call another boy team. No, in a team like that, Croatia only the intensity. You don't go for 3 DMs. The likes of Sibu is a typical DM. Thomas, I'm not going to drive ball kakra. Also your DM as well. And Elisha Wusu, also DM. Then yes, I say, yeah, Jibona for a chihuahua. Nina say be a 2 central defenders. No, near the pattern of it, my drive ball now anymore. Near say did not go just to say Libro. He said number 5. Say on no football him. Then Sibo and Opoku, because they are not typical number 8 players. You cannot afford them. They are not typical number 8 players. They cannot drive the ball like Caribbean, who can drive the ball like Majid Ashimi, and Abia, a type of to drive ball. So, am I limited? Oh, game, they are not. Because of opposition, wrong. So, Paten over drive ball, or not Kojibon for defenders, 6 and 8 now so I saw more money 8 na so ko na ni no ono so abeka party ho wa middle and I pass ball middle. Then they were able to expose our middle kakra with a lot of shooting. Until now we face go no away in England here. That kind of chances will be NTMP. But again Croatia no we are not intensity na said my form and yeah both 3 DMs here. They cannot possess the ball and with progressing. They can possess one sideways, a go 2, now a go 3, now about good defender no near Pierre Bache because almost to drive ball no. Into the first selection I because yeah low block on a ball to me for pattern fin. As I call fire a defender and interma. You don't expect the goalkeeper to cap shot no over to Mafa. Then on the second half we did well. We opened it up because Kamal Adin Suleiman was out of the game. Yeah, you know, going counter attack be 3v1. No, 3 against 2. He doesn't need to pass the ball. Oh, Jordan, right. Oh, Semenyo, left. And I want to drive ball. Obi anyway. And so drive ball na could do 18 box now. No, two also more defenders no more close to up. Now they are my baby. So I'm close to up. I just go and score. And I'll pass the ball on the answer. Then the second half changes came. Ishaku came in. Very excellent job. 1v1, very good. Take the players on. Do a lot of crosses. And I had Santin Subai and Niaman Subai. Then Caleb Denchi came in. Then the game changed a bit and then equalized the 2 set piece. Unfortunately, we lost the ball in the middle again. And Omunya shot and the goalkeeper save a corner kick. The player no coin now and open ball, but you are the ball no true. Every goalkeeper will do your best, but you won't get it. And they do this year. So in a group stages, it was consistency. You lose, you won the first game, you drew and you lost. But now the real tournament is starting. Yami Aduma Friday and on Saturday 1:30 a.m. against Colombia. They are one of the strongest side there. So far tournament here. Way baby I could do no and yet Badu 400 meters and 800 meters and 1,005 meters game. And the only say Oko 1 round. Over to make a 1 round, Nipani Bra, over to make a sign on. Where the 100 meters. And see, after a rare tournament is starting. Why they kick you out? You are coming home like what happened to South Africa yesterday at Canada Day or Mono. And the approach have to be very different. One approach is there is game ahead of you, say over drop and overtaking the points are qualified game. Until you approach it like funnels. Whether you go to pressing and finish them or you do our normal mid block and low block and hit them on counter attack. But the Colombian team is not like a team where you can have too much of counter attack because they are too energetic. Wedding, Tumrika, Nimbo, no ball, all round, or BIA there, team. And it needs a different approach. The approach you need to go and say, you also need players here. They can run. And for this kind of games, may I say, Ishakunum. Boy now almost a year first Saudi on young Mobonibino. If I forgot the name, Bonsu. Bonsu Asantinum needs to come in. Say about they can also run on them because they have some right back and we satisfy a lot. So you need players who can run and come back or also can run them up. Then in their midfield, they are so strong in midfield say you cannot play with only ball playing players. You need players that are always also very aggressive. Then Ujai James, he is 34 years, you know, but he's playing like he's 25 years. Then Luis Diaz, Ujai was saying they will get the ball before you go on them. Their style of play is like Saka and Rashford, but Diaz score a lot of goals. Rashford, he delivered a game second half on the he also had a team and compete for high. And in this kind of games, you know. You do a mid block as usual. Low block will not help us because they are also a team like Croatia. They shoot from afar, and they are very good in set pieces as well. And see, I'm not expecting say we are going to do a low block like England game. No, we need to do a mid block or an intensity, pressing intensity. Say they are almost with my panic attack. Low block, I don't think it will help us in the game. Once a while you can do that, but with Colombia, the kind of quality, strength, intensity, running football, low block, they might send us back home. I'm expecting an intensity and a mid block with counter attack.
Do we have the men to execute sir and am I working?
Obviously, yes, you have the men. Maybe he will go for Sibo and Pate as usual and play Caleb in front of them. Semenyo, yes. Isaku, I'm expecting the Isaku and now Miyamabako will start the game ahead of Abia Kamadin. And with the back four, if everybody is 100%, I'm not expecting any change, like I said, in the game. I'm expecting Gideon, Senaya, Ajeti, and Jerome at back. Then Sibu and Pate, they are now consistent in Airboy with UNT back in the team because of we need a normal box to box who can set for it. No, I don't know. I'm expecting that in this kind of games we need typical number 9. It is a mere. I will go down with Adu, up from typical number 9. Then obviously Jordan on the flanks, so better Semeyo, so better Kamal Din. Yeah, sorry, Isaku and Niyama Bakuma. But in this game, if you want to go and win this game, we need a typical number 9.
Enti typical number 9 no, o prefer twice here why?
Adu Kwabradu.
Ahead of why?
Ahead the trio no one anymore. Okay, na yebono on one more na obi anya number 9. Enti say obebo Semenya fine. Semenya can begin. So obebo Jordan, so Jordan can be other side. Then we go for a typical number 9.
But I'm talking of Jordan. We're facing a lot of criticisms. In fact, throughout the tournament, from a game against Panama, against the most Ghanaians, the style of play now, Coach Carlos Curious, Maya Bono, Jordan is slow our attack, especially when we are on the attack. Do you share the same sentiment? Looking at how I describe the Colombian team, any pedia opus here if you want to progress. Sir Jordan bench. Nasser Awoka say be Antoine on the left. Then finally say Ishaku on the right, maybe a Kwabena with Jordan on the bench. Would that be appropriate?
Well, it depends on how the coach sees the game and the kind of players he wants to deploy. Because every game camp was very different. ABR philosophy and the kind of players here. Operation will use one. And the media for trainer one. No person will try to be a mini problem. But for me, I think we need a proper number 9. With the Jordan issue, you see. Okay, they think you are a footballer, so you cannot criticize footballers. I'm not that kind of footballer, sir. Say footballer being idea. I say it in a manner say it's manageable. I don't too much criticize footballers. It's okay. He's been in the national team for 14 or 15 years. Let's ask ourselves, how do a coach be about the preferred and our preference? Coach is in the panel. Okay, home. Because coach be no our benching that. So be you free man, that is fine. And now be second half fine. And see coach in the say he's sitting on counter attacks. If the person is not too quick of hitting the player counter attack, the other side only impact to be a coach is in our park and so on. And the counter attack corner coaches they also say player this one now he can hold the ball and can get some fouls around some particular areas here. And also consider they consider that in the game or running or to recover balls until the coaches consider a lot of things around the player before selecting the player. He is the most experienced player, so every team knows so. And also a captain. Until it's not like about Nipano or slow your transition until quality the coach no be in coach this when 4 or 5 be not their compensation. So Nipano will give a bad one. Until it's very difficult for you outside there, you may see it this way. But the data and analysis actually say neo kano eya na emwa team no nti me share data and analysis na new coaches edifa players no omo depend on one thing might be very crucial, but they look at the other things and they say eya ebua team no ana onya niama na open free player no say niama na 5 no onya for free player no. You don't expect coaches say on the changes no. It depends. If you want to put him on the bench and bring that pieces in the game, that is fine. If you want your experienced players now, data analysis, etc., almost it all depends on the coach, But say we need Kalewienchi back in the team. We need a typical number 9. That is my preferred. But the Jordan better whether bench or the Unusia. I don't have any problem.
I don't go. You've been with Jordan Kakra our national team. Boy, a didn't na corner kick be a dead ball situations be a or no and such a super performance.
Me can I say manjini panani, but once you say Yanya for national team, they would play BFG. However, we are the crown of be exceptional Kakra in B. Asare me person media you never go because many na Agyemang Olympics. So many the kind of goalkeeper was it here. But the improvement akosro pa. Ena Marvin Senaya or more national team nibida. He doesn't have consistency in the national team, but the kind of intelligence here what other game no say it will help him. Ena listen, yeah, Gideon. Yeah, but qualifies no the criticisms are banned so no. That's easy. But say when your competition no, he has to wake up Gideon's 3 matches now yabono and 2 matches now yabono. He has been very good. When you say leakage be on the side also. Ajete has gone through a lot through the qualifiers and then both friendly matches you know. But after two friendly matches now pressure ban the soccer he has really transformed himself. And all the again in the unipa and party no the omo no mbo no bodada and ya me pese me bo nti Ajete Senaya Gideon and the goalkeeper they have really improved and impressed me a lot.
Objectivity before patriotism. Looking at this Colombian side, looking at
it will come a extra work.
That's what can
yes. I don't know if you have watched their 3 games. Now me say your group will be coming no. I tell 3 matches. Go and watch them against Uzbekistan, watch them against Congo, and watch them against Portugal. Me the European side for no only mobile is not difficult because Europe for no Croatia, England, Spain, that kind of countries now more quality no. Playing them is not too difficult. Portugal no. They play with experience. Now your mistake you're not punish you. So if you are able to maintain a lot of things with discipline, commitment, attentiveness, yeah, that kind of countries you can have your way on them. But these South Americans, they are the same as these Africans. They come with intensity, strength, and running. And both two sides, that's why Panama game no near break account. They came with intensity and strength. Normally, Ghana, you share teams that have more intensity and strength and running. We suffer a bit with that kind of countries. But when we meet this European style of football, you know, technical, want to play ball playing teams now. I am there. And you need an extra work because you need to run, you need to try and have the ball as well, and you need to be very strong because physically they are very strong. And I'm saying extra work, you know. How we approach the 3 games in the group stages, you know, it needs to change, else they will put us in a difficult situation. And I know say coach in him say you need to deploy different strategy against the 3 games na group stages, you know. Physically we need to be ready because they are very physical. And attentively, we need to be very attentive because of the James and Diaz and no type of play. No, then 1v1, we need to be very strong. Senaya, he needs to be very strong with Luis Diaz side and so. And we need an extra work more than what we did in the group stages. But I'm very optimistic here. The game will be very different ball game. We need to approach it differently and try and win. We have nothing to defend too much. Because it's one game. But for what we are doing in the group stage, I say you add a lot. And I'm very sure that will come. And very difficult game. As a Ghanaian, I want us to win, but it depends on how you approach the game as well.
I didn't go Babeto. Yeah, that's it. Musa, one concern Swaba.
They say a dua eliti. Ewo Ghana high HEPA plus. Unya binu ya o ya yo ho. HEPA plus, Pavi and a plasmos. And was say enya asem ketu akra. Enipadua e wo se esisi so. Nyame sa na obo nipadua. Tikoba se ohome ni esisi so yi. Onipadua se ba bi twetwon. Ohu de mo tena se. Etre se o general well being no ensi so yi. Now general well-being besi so ya uhia hepa plus pavi ni plasmos ano ose na enumu na yakọ discover say woyɛ bɛrima wote ase wobetimi abɔ adwuma ya wode kodu betu atiri kama wanom hepa plus no unya hepa plus pavi plasmos capsules na uwia na de kodu maako num ato atiri wawie adwuma na si wote agyan yɛnga ade ade ɛna ma no so no wanya hepa plus pavi plasmos capsules no now they atadwe wote ase ato atiri din femodi wote ase na bibia fine eti hepa plus ne de eno a ɛna yagye atuma yedi tu anamon chama family de na man fan kire wo hepa plus baako hepa plus pavi plasmos man baako na me fan kire wo mu hepa plus pavi plasmos ene guo no edura na obi agye atum masa nipadua no uhia duru aka baako wote ase there be we pavi mienu ya twere wo so we pavi wote ase pavi immune system supporter no ena we plasmos enie ena we hepa plus capsules general well-being enie ebe ka ati ase wo aduaba na dida ho no enya asem keto akura enie we your friend tresam hepa plus pavi ena plasmos hepa plus pavi ena plasmos the tresam enie what do you say bo ho ban ma bibia kama pa bia wa adwuma eye tu unya na miensa bom na wo de kodu tu atira ekoyo kama udidi a wotede obi wo simintimi nidi uhia hepa plus pavi ni plasmos obi wo ha wo se me honam sisimi susu ye uhia hepa plus pavi ene plasmos sanete yema yenua mo ma nyankopon bom de ade sika kese ne kama ana ekiri nsem bebrebe uhia hepa plus pavi ni plasmos ekiri di emare de atadwe to ekiri na emema na de kodu ana akokwa ya toto ato ekiri wawie why kopa bito na bibia so entimi nya fine Ebenet Heba Dr. Ebenezer Agyemang one kofa dui ba kofa ba Ebenet Heba emre pam ye de number na betu dwa mo afa na bibia nso atimi ai kama we ni adura na ebo ho ban o wonni bi wo dem am ye gugu a me nonom saa ba bia me ko bia kama ho hepa plus pavini plasmos eti saa na community number na the screen so no fa be friend doctor o se wote no fa bi TV so discount ni bebrebe aduro ne bonye de ba ko ye 20 series miensa 60 series se o kono mo de 1 series kura to so opese ogu hepa plus pavini plasmos eno ana maso ya sena eden nsem ne kila piano no edina no de ho what the alpha microphone edidi ho and also do the no so coffee about 10 minutes am ma baba Rashid 3 minutes now 10 minutes na your commentator ya hwan ya okay trip your commentator for the day tinwa okay wakoye no ho duro kakra ba mate okay you know sun face we bad boy yanko Fabio
legend
97.9 coffee.
You see, yeah, somebody will have I am the say Agyemang Badu aboso. One, you lack number 9. Oh, you team ya de ball wake up. You say, Nyamieni mukreni sisia wake up matches a yaboy. Ene group stages you know department baako a solid and best in defense
but we consider 2 goals no
yes but still
so how solid it is
you consider 2 but still more best
97.9
anyway is it Opta or something Senior has been included. Opta now include senior team of the group stage. It's number 2 no. Onya that recognition.
Your defense no, I best. So see am no kase only say group stage is na boy no. Your new one for no. Forest no obi e ho segu.
Semenyo Jordan.
Oh my go. Jordan my go.
Okay.
You make out here.
Wadan for no.
Adu kwabena. Obi my go. Caleb Renti. Any Lucas.
A defender and a midfielder.
Yes. A legend. Saudi way call run of 32 are no problem.
If you are now forward in
7.9.
That be enter.
If you are
what countries will be the best. Obi are not best. I want the club side buyer. Omu prove. Etu ko France. Olise. Oko Bayana. Or ya assist or ba wake up or ye Mbappe oko Madrid or say or ba wake up or say Dembele PSG oko ha or say or ba wake up or say oko Vinicius Krana no wa bananya no wa be improve or wake up say Semenyo was scoring for City or ba wake up no. I don't want to talk about Jordan because you had the experience I so want to be but then Obia who say don't be to Jordan. Obia who say wait
almost to say no so Obia who say
Obia who say we need now omususu
see I'm benching.
Yes. And as so say we cannot rely on Jordan because I mean who position for Jordan more in fact yeah the bo you timi the bo 4-3-3 na you gina wingers ni you move in in fact what the currents were in fact then
Agyemang Badu qualities be about him.
Oh, Agyemang Badu there. He's a former player. Me just so Agyemang Badu because a Jordan born now born in your own teamka. Agyemang teamka. What do that for home? Oh yes, somebody name Maka. Ya can. Obedo do for home kakra sa do for home. Dey make what you say. And what do for home? Hono there. Na me di Agyemang Badu ya kakra ko do for home and also you good a good communicator. So let me can say what shade enough for home come at the amount. Oh, but Agyemang say mine is a problem. One way or the other. Yet we funny answer no, but we cannot rely on Jordan. Say the Biano Jordan will experience and so experience an encounter park.
There's someone him say anytime Jordan is in a team Biana Ghana, but no who Jordan you are. Its own threater or who Jordan because how Jordan will finally say the EPL or who Jordan or tournaments only what Jordan is capable of doing.
Legend, one who look at Modric. The threat is so opaque and so. It's so opaque and so I don't know. Obian say look at Modric says see I can't even see him Bentino. But the threat never Tina Casse, but don't need them craticono, never remove Nancrano, and moving here can was a me. I don't know where I assist Kona Begina one pa. Jordan Bokona say. Ah, I don't know game no. Who you say you come out with the decided game no? Only decided here. Kona ne buy na o could na one or locating na pa na boys so na ko say. Baby I Jordan could na home. Ebe I no people be home. You make what you say. It's do baby ah. And the one in your park no so kwa o ye bibi ma ye hu sampa wo hu ni
Fox Sports.
Let me make out you say o ye bibi ni ye hu sampa and hu na wo hu na mpa no say Jordan no ni hu and the sabo no ni obi no legend anyone
Agyemang on the kind of threat that these Colombians posing. Also we need a lot of intensity, we need a lot of running.
Legend ya ka ho asem ada na me ka wa say you see you Portugal you person ga you make that say you France say they make that say but say legend when the time of Colombia for now e was see am see omo ho and you quick and you from home to both through pass no call What am I say? Yeah,
but oh, bit said yeah.
Oh dear, na be say send everything let you team.
Are you afraid?
Me so
Na afraid e bien.
Because get am phone say ma Ghana that chance on me qualify free group ni.
Okay.
They make out here.
Matthias.
Ma mom that chance. And na wake up na your bono stage when you do e dey tell so suru.
So Okra the last time Oka said they should bring them on. 85 years. They've given them to us.
Yes. But say a channel and for fucking your videos I 3 seconds video and they prove now
now we are now.
So let me just say to me I say you neighbor.
Okay.
Let me make out here. But Agyemang Badu can say be at one no dey unko.
Any idea something me can bibia.
Good stages no Ghana players na dey ko yin na dey waji no aye Benjamin Asare o kan wante. Oh
wankasa.
Legend maybe one na your interview no. Na say be mo ba tere.
Be nya botre. Me na mbusa na say player bay na was surprise no so. He mentioned about 4 players. Obi otie bia. Enya Benjamin meba. Enya Benjamin Asare nko. You guys shouldn't make it as if say me pep Asare. Fabio
David ba aso ba na nim say me say who beside Agyemang Badu say so far matches na ya bon player ben na impress wo no Agyemang Badu and was say wo no ne Benjamin Asare abobo Olympics oni do betia but for impress no.
Okay and I be
oh the media I don't quite remember I don't quite remember no me got say and no so person yin na ya kan wa sem ne say Benjamin Asare.
Okay
what you say
okay
save where you go save
Matthias
what you say
Matthias
and I say Kwama and look come to say also to Ghana league
even Agyemang Badu say he cannot be faulted for the 2 goals.
what you that be 2 goals go blame to me can was
Matthias
na defend number 4 hama we go to me then ya baba o jane
Matthias
we make that corner no so no mutai no free header so on pem say no what you say
okay
but the crucial save on the day IBC don't wake up yesterday Benjamin Asare when was sitting in sack the legend
I can't 3 minutes now
try to
take you over no
baby person travel so that
because lost